Before we do anything, can we address the vibes of this jumper that I bought this morning because I saw it in the window of a charity shop and I was like, I like that, specifically because it gives me 50-something-year-old that you met on Seeking Arrangements who just wants to take you away from all this vibes. And especially with the chain, it's just, I don't know why it's giving me serotonin, but it is. And at this point, why question it, you know? Today's video, as you can probably tell because I'm in my living room rather than my bedroom, is going to be different from what I usually do, which also means it could be bad, but that is a risk that you take when you click on any video that I make. So, welcome. Today I'm going to show you what goes into a day of working on my Etsy shop, where I sell jewellery and birth chart readings and various other stuff that I think is cool. But before we get into any of that, I need to talk about another jewellery shop, which I love to do, businesses supporting businesses, especially really good ethical businesses. And the one that has sponsored me today is Ana Luisa. They are the people who sent me this chain that I'm wearing right now, and I've never had anything like this before, especially gold jewellery. I have like a couple of pieces that I love, but I never had enough to wear like all at once because, as we know, I like to do the most all the time. But this is a really gorgeous, simple thing that can be like layered with loads of other stuff. They also sent me this bracelet, which I did have to add some length to because my wrist was too large. But once I did that, I think it fits amazingly. It's, again, really minimalistic, but works to like accent outfits and items of clothing, especially this red, if I do say so myself. And then finally, they also sent me these little gold hoops with, I know they're not tarot cards, but to me, because it's me, I immediately was like, those are tiny tarot cards and I gotta have them. The company as well use really, really high quality products. All of this stuff feels and looks amazing. I've been wearing it for like a couple of days without taking it off and nothing is tarnishing or like rubbing off or staining my skin or anything like that. The company are also amazing in terms of sustainability. They're trying to reach carbon neutrality by the end of this year, which is a really brilliant goal. They have loads and loads of different stuff starting from $39, so there's definitely something there for everyone. You guys know that I don't take sponsorships very often, and I really only do it if I actually like the company and really support what they're doing. So there's a link in the description if you want to check it out yourself and if you want to grab any of the stuff that I'm wearing right now. So from one jewelry company to a much, much smaller jewelry company, my Onushka shop is my Etsy shop. I started it a couple months ago and it has been such a fun passion project. I really do put like everything into this shop, from like restocking to branding to making sure that everybody gets their products on time and they're happy about it and all of that shit. See, I'm not great at being like corporate. I just like hitting things with a hammer. Speaking of which, let's get properly into it, shall we? Okay, so a little bit of an explanation before we get started. What I do in terms of like personalized stuff is I hand stamp, which is basically using small stamps and a hammer and just like tock, tock, tock. I can't believe I just used that noise to describe what I do. It's not inaccurate though. Basically, it's using a hammer to stamp letters into metal charms. The metal charms that I have range from like stainless steel, there's some zinc ones, I have some copper ones as well. So each metal reacts slightly differently to being fucking hit, but they all managed to get this really cute, very minimalistic look to them, which is what I do for that stuff. It's really weird to try and explain it. I hit stuff with a hammer, basically. So today I'm going to show you how I complete an order for that, and then I've also got an order for one of the non-personalized items in my shop, which is a little pin that my boyfriend designed, which we're selling together, which we're really excited about. I think they are just so cute. I've got one on, I think, 2 of my jackets at this point, and someone ordered one, so we're going to be packaging those up and getting them ready to be sent out, and you're gonna come with me, I guess. So a big dream of mine is to eventually have a workshop where I do all of this stuff, but for now I work from home, so I have to turn our dining room into my workshop, which basically just means just like spreading out as much as I possibly can across the entire room. And luckily Katie loves me, so she doesn't seem to mind that much. And then the process of actually stamping either takes 20 seconds or a couple of minutes, depending on how many times I have to redo the charm. Obviously, it is a handcrafted thing. There's always going to be little imperfections, But, you know, if a letter is like all the way floating up above the rest of them, then I'm not going to sell that to someone. So sometimes it takes a couple of tries, but usually because I've had a lot of practice at this point, I tend to get it pretty quickly. And then I use an enamel pen to darken where I've stamped the letters. I let that dry, and then when I rub it off, obviously the pen sticks to the deeper crevices and comes off of the top of the charm. So it just makes the letters much easier to read, makes the inscription a lot clearer, and also I just think it looks really, really cute. Once the necklace is actually finished and stamped and has the pen on it and everything, and I'm happy with how it looks, it's time to put it on the chain, which obviously doesn't take very long. I've just got some tools which mean that I can attach the jump rings, which are the little metal rings that connect the charm to the chain, and then all of that goes in a lovely little organza bag. Once it's all bagged up, it's time to get to arguably my favourite part, which is the actual packaging. I knew when I started my Etsy shop that I really wanted to make it a really cute package. Like, I really wanted to put in the most effort into making sure that when someone gets this, it's not just like, oh cool, my necklace came. It's like a proper little like gift, basically. So for both of these orders today, they're both gifts and they both have gift messages in them. So what I do is I write out the gift message on a little piece of paper. So whatever it happens to say, I write that all out by hand. If it's not a gift order, then I include a little note which basically says thank you to the person who bought it, tells them how much their support means to me, and that 10% of their money has been donated to a charity. At the moment, I'm donating to the Black Lives Matter movement. It's been various different charities, but generally anything that is supporting Black lives and Black minds is what I'm currently giving money to. Then I wrap up whatever product it is in tissue paper to keep it safe while it gets posted. And of course, because it's me, there's a lot of washi tape and stickers involved. I always include some stickers in the envelope as well, just because I really like the idea that, like, at least someone out there is going to be really happy that they got surprise stickers. You know, most people are probably just going to look at that and be like, oh cool, stickers. But at least one person is going to be like, holy shit, I got stickers. And then all of that goes into the envelope, including a little slip of paper which says my Instagram handle on it, because one of my absolute favorite things about running a business is seeing people actually like owning and wearing the things that they've ordered. I don't know why, it's something that my brain hasn't wrapped itself around yet, but the fact that when it leaves my house it doesn't just disappear into the void is still something we're working on, and so it blows my little lizard brain a little bit every single time I get like a tagged Instagram post or someone just sends me a photo. And then it's pretty much the same process with any other item. Obviously this little pin doesn't need any personalization or anything like that, so it will just go straight into some tissue paper. I'll include a note again. This is also a gift, so I get to write another gift message. I really like writing gift messages because it makes me feel like I'm part of the friendship, which is a lot sadder when I say it out loud. And then everything gets taken to the post office and obviously sent away to its destination. I offer free delivery on all UK orders. Unfortunately, I have to charge for international stuff because it does get a little bit expensive, but it all gets sent first class, so it only takes a couple of days and then people start to get their stuff. It's always really wonderful when I get left reviews on things, because obviously it just means that anyone who's coming to my shop and has no idea who I am can see that I do put in a lot of effort and I do want to make people happy with what they've ordered. So if someone leaves me a review, that's always amazing, and luckily so far they've all been really positive, which just it's like being pet on the head. That's what it feels like. It's just little. It makes me very happy. On a day where I'm not doing orders but I still need to do work, it usually consists of things like doing stock checks to make sure I don't need to order anything in. I have had it before where I've gotten like 4 orders for silver necklaces and then I open like the box and there's no silver chains, and it's not a great moment, so I try and avoid that by like actually knowing what it is that I have. And then the rest of running the store is basically just talking to people, answering questions, figuring out what people want and what I can do, because obviously there's always limitations on how many letters I can stamp, on what I can fit on there, on what's going to look good. So it's always really fun to actually like work with people to figure out what it is that they want and how I can give that to them best. And I think that's pretty much it. Of course, you should follow my shop Instagram, because if I'm ever doing sales or I put up new products or anything like that, it all happens over there. And I am actually gearing up to doing another giveaway, which I did when I reached 500 followers. I really want to do another one because it was really, really good fun. So hop over there and make sure that you're all clued in to everything that's going on. And as a little treat to anyone who has made it to this point in the video about something which is arguably extremely obscure and specific, here is a code that you can use in the shop for 15% off as a thank you for watching me and supporting me. As you guys know from my last video, getting back into this is a weird and exciting thing, so if you're still here and you're still engaged, thank you very much. It does mean the world. And of course, make sure to check out Ana Luisa. The description has all of the links that you need. You can also get 10% off in their shop with the code that's below. So with that code and my code, it's Discount City, baby. That's my nickname, Discount City. That's not a good nickname. That's really not a good nickname. Now I'm gonna go play golf, apparently, according to my attire. It's such a severe energy, and I'm so drawn to it. Okay, bye guys.